Today we're going to be talking about 7 different types of income the average millionaire has and how you can have it too. Before we get started with today's video, I just wanted to say a big thank you again to everyone liking, sharing, commenting, supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, and let's get into it.
Alright guys, I got the important job today. I gotta help Phillip count all the way from 1 to 7. Number 1, earned income. That means you gotta go out and you gotta earn it. Do you know what I mean?
Now, we're all very familiar with this one. Now, everyone has it. So this includes your day-to-day job where you trade your time for a set amount of money. Now, you can see the flaw in that type of income. You're limited by your personal potential, and you're also limited by the fact that we can't get any more hours in the day. And remember, millionaires all have the same amount of time in a day that you do. So what's your excuse? This is a major comfort zone for many people, and that's why we all fall into that category until now, until you found this channel, because I'm gonna teach you how to avoid that and get more free time. And remember, job means just over broke. So just enough to pay your bills and see you buy. So keep that in mind.
Number 2 is a profit income. That means when you do something and you make a profit, you get profit income.
Now, we're all pretty familiar with this. This is how shops and retailers and things like that work. So they'll make get ingredients for a product. They'll make a product. It'll cost them $2 to make that product. They'll charge you $5. So that means they made a $3 profit on it. And that's what profit income is. Now, this is really easy to do in 2020. Anyone can do this with e-commerce. So I don't mean a brick and mortar store. That's a massive financial investment, and it's not even guaranteed to be a profit, even within the first 2 to 3 years. Now, with e-commerce, it's such low overheads, you can start yourself a Shopify. Now, I've actually done a Shopify. I did Shopify about a year ago. I tried it. I liked it. I just didn't see the success. Or another easy way, and something you can actually put as a side hustle for yourself, is find garage sales, buy low, sell high. Easy enough. Find something at a garage sale that you think you can pay less than its value, and then with that value, sell that for a profit later on. So pretty simple concept.
Number 3, interest income. Now I'm interested in income. Now tell me more.
I've talked about this before. I think it was in my first or second video. Doesn't matter. You can check them out and learn a little bit more from what I said there. But basically it is, if I had $1,000 cash, I wanted to put it into a bank account, a high yield savings account to be precise. I would put that $1,000 in there, and then I would make a 2% interest on that, and I would get paid out whether that's weekly, monthly, quarterly, or yearly. I'm not too sure. It really depends on the bank that you're with, but that is a very, very easy, very passive form of income where it's very, very easy to do. All you need to do is drop a lump sum in there and then just forget about it. Now, a lot of people will dismiss this because of the low interest rate. So 2% is considered a low interest rate. Let's say the stock market on average moves between 8 to 12%. So if you had money in the stock market, you'd obviously make a bigger return. But realistically, due to compound interest and things like that, it's really the safest and most passive way to go about it. So if you're really not into it too much and you just want to put that money away, you've got a big sum of money, you want to plop it into something and actually have it work for you, that is the simplest way. Now, that's completely up to you. I like to go a little bit more complicated, where I get to actually pick and choose certain stocks and things like that that I can make profits from. So that's my sort of approach to that.
Now bro, let me interrupt again just to let you know, leave a like, comment and subscribe to the video, and subscribe to the channel, because then you will get updated on new videos. And if you don't bro, I'm coming for you. Alright bros, I'm coming. Dividend income. This one is pretty good I guess, but I don't understand it, but it's okay.
Leading from that last one, my favorite of them all, number 4, and this is the one that I'm actually going for because I believe this is a long-term strategy, but a very successful strategy. A lot of people are doing it very successfully, and they're able to retire with a dividend income of $5,000 a month, which is a very, very good amount to live off. Now, to get a dividend income, you need to be in the stock market. When you purchase a share of a company, you're considered a shareholder. So that means you own a percentage of that company. Now, that company pays dividends. Not all companies pay dividends, and they don't have to, but most companies, to entice their shareholders, they will offer a dividend repayment. For owning that one share, I get paid a certain percentage, and that gets paid to me whether it's monthly, quarterly, or annually, dependent on the company that you invest. So they all have similar but very different payout regimes. So real estate sort of dividend paying stocks are paying a bit more frequently, so you're going to be seeing a small increments of income coming in per month. Now, this is a very long-term strategy. You need to invest quite a bit of money for this to actually start snowballing and creating compound interest and things like that. But this is proven to be one of the best and most successful ways of trading. Not trading, sorry, investing. I'm gonna dive into this dividend investing into a hell of a lot more in the future. I will be making a lot more videos to do with the stock market in the future as well, because that's mainly what this channel was for. But I do definitely love giving a little financial tips. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Please, if you do need help with your finances, go see a financial advisor. I'm just some dude on the internet, but I have a little bit of an idea of what you should do. So before I forget, with dividends and long-term investments, you have a very, very high chance of paying a very, very minimal tax on that income in the long term. So this isn't capital gains, although dividends do also gain in capital value. It's to do with long-term growth and the fact that you're going to be paying a hell of a lot less tax.
Number 5, rental income. Like when you rent a car from your next door neighbor because he's got a hectic V8 Falcon.
Have rental income, pretty simple. We all understand what that is. The only pitfall with that one is you need quite a bit of capital in the beginning to actually get things going. Now, it's pretty simple. You have a second house, an investment property. You loan that out or rent that out to someone. Someone else is pretty much paying your mortgage, if not more. You bank a little bit, everyone's happy, well, you're happy. That's pretty much property income. Another tip, it's a thing called house hacking. If you're renting out a house, why not consider Airbnb being a spare room if you have one? Now, running a spare room on Airbnb can cut your rent costs by half. So depending on how much you charge on that room, you can actually lower the cost of your rent and make money from someone else's property. Now, just be careful. I don't know the legalities behind that. I know in America people are doing it heaps, so I don't see why it wouldn't work here in Australia.
Number 6, man, capital gains. You know, my name starts with a capital letter as well.
I'm not a big fan of this. This is a very short-term sort of income approach. Now, let's say I invested $100 in a stock today, and then overnight it riz 20%, which is $20, and then I sell that for a quick source of income, and I make $20 on that $100. Now, that's what capital gains is on a small term. Now, you can do this with $10,000 and actually get quite a bit, but because you're not holding on to the asset for at least 1 year, you get taxed at a very, very high tax rate for that. So I'm not too big of a fan on that. I have personally experienced that through foreign exchange, so Forex for the people that know, and look, I've had a lot of success with it, but I also had a lot of pitfalls as well. I ended up on top but it's still not something that I want to pursue. I'm more of a long-term thinker, something slow, steady, and proven. Another way to do it is with housing. So I buy this house for $300,000 and I sell it for $500,000. I make a $200,000 profit. I get taxed like MOF on that amount, unless you do a bit of tax evading through actually living in the property. look, I'll leave that up to the real estate dudes. It's not really my field. I wish it was. It might be in the future, definitely, but at the moment, I'm not too familiar with it.
Number 7, royalty income. That's me, mate. I'm fucking royalty.
Now, not many people get this one. It's really hard. You have to be really unique. So a quick example would be J.K. Rowling. She read the Harry Potter books. They wanted to make a movie about the Harry Potter books. They said to her, hey, we're gonna give you a 20% if we can use the name Harry Potter and those characters in our movie. And J.K. Rowling was like, fuck yeah, yeah. Rolling in it. J.K. Rowling. On that note, thanks again guys. Thank you so much for hanging around. Thank you if you watched all the way till the end of this video. Please leave a like, hit that subscribe, hit the bell so you know when my next video is, and also leave me a comment, leave some feedback. It helps me create better content, make you laugh more. If you enjoyed it, please let me know.